Hello. Hello. This session is for students enrolled in Advanced Diploma of Engineering Design, Structural Specialization. The unit is Use Standard Office Computer Software for Technical Application, and the unit number is EDX 150B. The performance criteria I will be addressing today is in relation to a simple spreadsheet is designed and formatted for a particular purpose. In this particular situation, we are designing a spreadsheet in a civil engineering context. This includes setting up spreadsheets, adding data to cells, copying formula, locking cells, naming of cells and sheets, and adding sheets to the spreadsheet. This will be done in the industry context to compute massive concrete cylinders, and a spreadsheet will be designed to do that. So if you were to think about application, we'll see what necessary things we have to consider when applications are designed. Some of the applications that you would have come across are microwave oven, motor car, laptop computer, and television set. At this point, I would like you to pause the video by clicking on the video screen, and then when you come back, you can click again for it to operate. All I want you to do is to list the kind of common features that you would find among these four applications. So please go out, pause this video, and go out and list and come back. Okay, now you have come back. Let us see what you have done. All applications, irrespective of the view, microwave oven, motor car, laptop computer, or a television set, all of them will have these features. They're user-friendly, they're reliable, and they're valid. What that means is they will have a user interface which is easy to access. It is friendly in the sense there'll be documentation, there'll be clear navigation, and they'll be visually appealing. Of course, they'll be reliable in that they will deliver no matter who the user is. All the users will have the same kind of experience in relation to the user interface. So all design will have a user interface which will have these features, and they're reliable too. And also they will have an area which will be processing and storage area which are isolated from the user, and they'll be secure so that user or unauthorized access is not permitted. So we will, in our design of user interface for this application in Excel, we will go through these steps, these items in there to find out, to design the user interface. That means we'll rename the sheet, we have to do borders, font and format, data entry, shading, naming of cells, managing names, relative reference, absolute difference, reference, and how to add worksheets. So we'll start the session by trying to develop a user interface and a processing area. For this purpose, from the time to time, you will have to pause the video, go across, do some activity, come back, and then carry on from there. So I would suggest you open the PowerPoint file I've sent you, and also the Excel file that have been sent along with the study material for this session. When you come back, restart the video by clicking on the video screen, and then we'll carry on from there. Okay, so I'll wait. I will get you to pause this video at this point. Look at the content in this, read the content in this section here, and I suggest go pause the video, open up a spreadsheet. In the meanwhile, I'll also open up a spreadsheet, and we will carry on from there. Remember, at any time, if you note what time you have paused the video, you can come back and move your cursor on the slider to that time and carry on from there. So you can either pause the video, or you can go back to the time and restart at any point in time. So just watch the time. Okay, so let's stop now. Good. Now you come back, have a read through this, and I'll open up my Excel file that I've got ready for you. Now this Excel sheet has been uh, is openable for you from anywhere. So I would suggest you to open up Excel sheet, and I'm going to just blow up this Excel sheet a little bit so that the screen is very much clearer than usual. All Excel spreadsheets will have columns which are alpha characters. They're from A to however long it is there, and on the rows are designated by numbers. And I will move this screen a little bit so you can read this. Now if I click here, this is C for column and 3 for numbers, the row, column, row, and that is the name box that gives you the name of the column. Now I will also move this screen a little bit to show you the sheets. That's a sheet 1, sheet, I've got sheet 4, it will be sheet 2, sheet 3, and these are predetermined names given by the Excel to name the sheets. From time to time you will need to name the sheet appropriately. I have done this already, so I will start with the sheet that are there. I'll unhide, we've hidden them. I'll unhide them, and I've got user interface. I'll open up all sheets that I've already created, and that's another sheet I've created. This I've hidden just not to make it too confusing to you. So I'll tell you how I'll go through with you how these sheets are hidden, as the case be. Now here's the sheet that I created just for you first to start with. Use your keyboard, and in this corner type the text I got here, and type this text I got here as well. You can bold it, and you can have an underline the same using the normal what you would have done for Word. So pause the video right now and just do that. Okay, you would have come back now. Now having done this, then I would suggest you to select this cell by mouse clicking on the left button, then select this area like that. You will have a blank area like that, like in this sheet, something like this. You would have a blank area like that. So select it, and how you do that is keep your left mouse click depressed, move it across to this corner here. Then what I would show you something which I've hidden so far. I'll open that up, and you will have a tab of this kind. Now we would like to put some borders here and a color. The colors are in this home tab, which I'll show you again. I'll move this up here. In the home tab, on this ribbon here, you have a button. This is one for coloring. Because I have selected from B3 to F11, I can color this entire area. I'm going to put yellow there, and it becomes yellow, but you can't see the borders which were previously visible. That's because that's default just in the view, but it won't be there. So to include a border, just next to this shading there's another button, down arrow, and you can pick the type of borders you want. I want to put borders for all of it. I click on this and the borders come up. So I would want you to pause the video and just do that. Good. Now you have come back. Now we'll name this sheet, the way you've done all of these, as any name. And how you do that is in this corner here, the sheet 1, you can change the name. Click on that, then right click the right button, and here got rename. Click on that, and you can give a name for that. Why hasn't it come? Oh, yes, now you can type the name and it will be renamed. I have already got a user int, which is I was planning to do. I'll give it this time maybe user int. This stands for user interface. Oh, it's a lowercase int, and maybe I'll put 3. I'll use 3. I got 2 already, so maybe 3. So user int, that's the name I've given for this. So if you click on that, see, and that's the name for that. I can even give a color for that sheet tab. I can say tab color, and red would be nice. So I just give a color there. These are just different. Say if I click on this side here, you can see it's colored red. Go back, it's now got that back again. So I would like you to stop now and just do that. Good. You come back, and when you've done, you got this user. You got all of these here like this. I've done the same for you. I've got user int. Of course, I don't have user int 3. That was only for demonstration. I got user int. All of this. So type in all this text here. Do a similar one here, and give colors for shades for these, and have the font. And I have increased the decimal points here, or I've set the format here. And how I did that was, I click the cell there, right click, and pick format cells. And when I format cells, you get this one. Click number, and I'd set the decimal places to 3. So just do that, and you then click OK, and you will have that format. So to do for these two cells, set it to 3 decimal places and a number format, and the same thing for it. So pause here, make an exact copy of this and come back. Alright, do a similar one for user int 2, and I would come to this and I will create another sheet user int 2, and once you're done, we are done the first portion of what we are supposed to do. Thank you. Okay, now that you come back, carrying on from where we left, we'll go to user int sheet again. I'm going to name cells. So I click here, that's the cell that I want to name, and I do a right click, this time right click on your mouse, and I say define name. When I have that, I have got this, it is talking about user int D7. I can define that cell by a name, and I can give any name I want. So I would like you to name that cell as what would I say, a length, and I say Length, the spelling right, yes, length. So D7 is named length. Now I could do it says that name already exists. Let's see what's the story. So how do I do that? I'll close this. I'll check about this. I go in here. I'll go in here. I'll go up along this one here, go up to formulas, and you will find define name. See this name manager, click on this button. Name manager has got length. I have already defined D6 user int 2. Actually, yes, I have all. Alright, I'll close that. I have already got that name sitting in here for this cell, so I can't see that D6. Now this cell is named D6 now. User int 2. Oh, sorry, wrong one here. In this cell, this have been named length already. See that in the name box here? So obviously I can't use that name, so I got to go back. If I want to name this cell, maybe I'll give it a different name. Right click, define name. I can use the name length, 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 make it 1. So I got a name. So that's how I name that. This could have been, I can name this as define name diameter. I've already got that name something else for somewhere else. Diameter, no spaces. Space won't be, it won't be accepting a space. They don't accept a space. Diameter 2. So I have named that too. So you go to name. So name. So go to user int 2. I'll show you what I've already done. I have to name this. Had to be named length. That's diameter. This to be named as volume. This to be named as mass. Please do that now. Thanks. You can go pause and go and do what I told you. When you come back, you take a look, and we have done all what is needed to be done for this session. Thank you.